Okay, what we're going to look at today is just some of the basic vehicle information that is available on the vehicle. Before we get out a book, before we do anything, this is just general information that we get off of a vehicle before we do any repair work to it. Some of this information is needed just to order simple parts whenever you go to order parts for your car. This is generic in nature. We will be using a Toyota Corolla today, but it's pretty much the same on any vehicle out there. So the first thing I'll ask is, what year model is this car right here? We might look at it and say, oh, it's a 2017 model car. We might be right, we might be wrong, because this generation Corolla actually run from 2014 to 2019. So we have to look at the vehicle to be sure what year it is. The best place to find that information is right here on this tag under the hood. It tells us right here under the hood that this vehicle is a 2015 model year. So I'm going to write that down over here. Now we'll also look at the production date here in a few minutes, but before we get there, when you're looking for what model year the car is, the hood is always going to be the most reliable if that sticker is there, okay? The next thing we're going to look at is, what is the engine code of this car? You know, this is a Toyota Corolla we've already talked about. They made it from 2014 to 2019. Well, during that time, they had different engine options that come in this car. So each car's got its own engine code it comes with. That is also found on this same sticker right here. This particular car's got a 2ZRFE engine. Now the next thing we'll look at is, what is the engine size? What if you go to the parts store, you're going to change your oil this weekend and you're going to get oil and filter for this car? They're going to ask you for the engine size, not necessarily the engine code we just talked about. Some of the parts you order, you will need the engine code, but just for general stuff, they're going to want to know the engine size. Guess where that comes from? The same sticker we're talking about right here. It tells us right here that this vehicle has got a 1.8 liter engine in it. Now we're going to move away from that sticker. It's got some other interesting information on it, but really nothing that just the general consumer would need to know, but some information maybe a professional technician would need. Now the next thing we're going to talk about is the air conditioning system on this car. If we're going to work on the air conditioner system, there's information that we need. We've got another tag right here that gives us that information. The first thing is, what type of refrigerant does this vehicle have in it? On this tag right here, it tells us it's got R134A refrigerant in it. The reason why that's so important is right now we're right in the middle of a refrigerant changeover. The industry is going from R134A to 1234YL. So it's very important that technicians know where this sticker is so that they can look and see what refrigerant the vehicle has. The next thing you have to know is, how much refrigerant does this vehicle hold? That is on this same tag right here. This one holds 450 grams plus or minus 50. Okay, let me record that information. One other thing while we're talking about the air conditioning systems, kind of vehicle specific, we want to know is, what type of refrigerant oil does the vehicle hold? This is found on this same tag right here. This particular car takes ND Oil 8. Now, the one thing I did not mention is, you know, sometimes we have to dig deeper for this information. If this vehicle's been in an accident and an aftermarket hood has been put on the vehicle, then these stickers may be gone. They're supposed to be swapped from the original hood to the replacement hood. But in the event they don't get swapped, we have to dig deeper for all this information we just found. Now, let's talk about what we would use if these stickers were gone. If these stickers were gone off of this vehicle, we would use the 17-digit VIN number right here on the windshield. The 17-digit VIN number, we can decode it and use it to figure out all the stuff we just found. Now, it would take us more time, it would take us more resources, as we would have to look a lot of that stuff up. So the point here is how much quicker we can find this readily available information right here under the hood of the vehicle and not have to go decode the VIN part. But just know, if for some reason you have a vehicle and this information is not readily available, we can use this VIN number to look it up and find it, okay? Now we're going to move to the door of the vehicle and look at the information that's on it.